Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's your brother coming back with another topic. First thing I want to talk about is the final judgment of America. If you don't know, the so-called slaves were brought here in the 1600s, and when we got here, we was enslaved by the so-called Europeans, man. And if our ancestors were here today, they would probably be kind of angry with the so-called descendants of them. You know what I'm saying? And we watch movies over and over again, like Roots, Django, 12 Years of Slavery, Goodbye Uncle Tom. All these movies is perpetuating the same thing. When you read the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, it tells you that the Lord dished out a punishment on his chosen people, which we know as the Hebrew Israelites. If you read the whole book of the 28th chapter of Deuteronomy, the picture gets vivid on how the so-called African Americans, the so-called Native Americans, and the so-called Latinos, when they were brought here on this side of the earth, that the curses were lined up with these people that we are talking about, discussing. When you read the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter to the 9th verse, it shows you how the Africans sold the so-called Negro that's in America to the so-called Grecians. The Grecians are the Greeks. The Greeks are the white people. So it's vivid, man. The picture is being painted already. We living in a time where our people is so jacked up and out of their so-called minds, where they go clubbing, they commit adultery, commit abominations, and not really think about what they're doing. I wanted to say something else, but I substituted that because I almost went off the track. But when you read Revelations 1:14, it tells you how Jesus Christ, who you know is Jesus Christ, was a so-called man of color. See, the Bible say one thing and the world say another thing. And the Lord said that if you're a friend of the world, you are an enemy of God. So, if that's saying that, the thing you need to ask yourself is why they are lying on the Bible. Now, another thing, read Jeremiah 16-19, and the Lord, through Jeremiah, explains why people believe each other more than they believe the Bible, because it tells you that the Gentiles, they inherited lies from their father. Just a few scriptures, man. We got endless sources, man, where we know, in fact, that the so-called African Americans, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 tribes of Israel. Once lost, but now found. Simple understanding, man. It's simple. And if you don't accept that, you're denouncing the teachings of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Shalom.